Hello, Marie. I'm excited for our first session today. Can you please refresh my memory on what your condition is? So I've been getting these headaches for a really long time. Like they're super severe migraines. And I think that it runs in the family because I know that my dad also gets really bad headaches like this, and he's had them like most of his whole life. Okay, and how old were you when you started getting the headaches? 19. Understood. Yeah, and I'll just also remind you that nothing significant happened to me at that time of my life. I wasn't injured, I wasn't under an exceptional amount of stress. It just seemed like they came out of nowhere. We ran all of the lab tests. Medically, I am totally fine. This is why it's so confusing and frustrating because the more time that goes on, the worse the migraines get. It's unbearable at this point, and I don't know what to do. Yes, thank you so much for that reminder. My next question, because you had just mentioned to me that your dad also has been getting the headaches his whole life. Do you know at what age that started? No? Okay. I would love it if you could go ahead and text him right now while we're here. Ask him, and also ask him where he gets the migraines. It's also vital information for this process. This is so wild. So I guess my dad also started having headaches around the same age that I did, like 18, 19 years old, he said. And he also gets the headaches in the same exact location, that it starts like over the left temple and then goes over to the left part of his forehead and eye area. Wild indeed. And now I get to ask you about your grandparents. Did either of them experience these headaches that you know of? No, I know that my grandmother never had these headaches, and the only thing I know about my grandfather is that he died right after my father was born in a factory accident. A factory accident? Do you know how he died in that factory accident? Well, no one's allowed to talk about it because the incident is too devastating for my grandmother to relive. But my cousin told me that there was a heavy piece of machinery that hit my grandfather over the head and he died on impact. So no one is allowed to talk about your grandfather's passing. Can you please ask your father on what side of the head your grandfather was hit on? And can you also ask your father what age your grandfather was when he passed? Dad said that grandpa was about 19 when he passed away and that the injury was definitely on the left side because his eye was missing when they buried him.